Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a review video. I know a lot of you have been asking what I think of the products I've been buying at TJ Maxx and Marshalls lately, so I just thought I'd pick a few things and kind of let you know what I think of these brands. So I tried to pick a random selection of things that you will see a lot at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and we're probably tempted to buy at one time. So let me just get right to it. Let us start with I'm going to start with Tatcha, just because I know a lot of you asked me what I thought of the Tatcha cream. This is the Indigo Soothing Triple Recovery Cream. Looks like this. I'm about halfway through the tub, or the bottle. I do like this. So I got it for $29.99. I think the retail was $135. So awesome deal that I got at Marshalls, I believe I picked this up at. I really like it. It's, but to be honest, I feel like it's not as great as Alginist. I think it does work. The smell is not bad. It's kind of like got this sort of like wheat smell to it, but it's not unpleasant. It's fine. The cream has a nice texture to it, and like I said, I do like it. I think it does work. I think it left my skin feeling really nice. But I'm going to just say Alginist is probably still my favorite when it comes to like moisturizers. But Tatcha is very good. And if you haven't tried it yet, and I know a lot of you are still looking for it, I hope you do find it and pick it up and give it a try. You might find it works better for your skin. But for my skin, because again, I have dry skin, I do like the Alginist better. So that's my thoughts on that. This is what the box looks like, by the way. It's $29.99 at Marshalls. So I hope you guys still are finding it in your stores, for those of you who are still looking for it to try. So speaking of Alginist, a couple things, new things I've tried of theirs is the, this is the Regenerative Anti-Aging Moisturizer with SPF 20. I picked this up a while ago. I think it was like $14.99 at TJ Maxx. I really like this stuff, but it's been really hot here lately, as you can tell, because I'm totally sweating. And by the way, my AC is on, so I'm sorry if you can hear it in the background. But I am not turning it off. It's too hot here. I'm already sweating like a pig, and the AC's like on full blast. But I found this stuff. I love it, but I had to put it in the fridge just because because it's really hot in our house. It's the moisturizer and the SPF, I think, is starting to separate. So I had to mix it and then put it in the refrigerator to keep it cool, and also to keep the cream from separating. I'm totally sweating. To keep it from separating, and now it works great and the texture is fine. But just letting you know, for those of you who live in hot cities, be sure to put your skincare and probably makeup in a very cool area. If the fridge, if you have to, just to preserve it, because we do spend a lot of money on these products and we don't want them going bad before their time. So that's what I've been doing, and it works great. And another thing I've been trying for Alginist is the Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Eye Cream. Comes in this little green bottle here. I love this stuff. I put it on like twice a day. I think I got it for like $16.99 at Marshalls, I believe. They sell it at both stores. But if you find this, I highly recommend that you try it. I think the retail of this was like $75, and it's like $16.99. So hopefully, if you're a fan of Alginist, you can find that and try it. Now I'm going to go into Shiseido. This is the Creamy Cleansing Emulsion. This is supposed to be a cleanser, but it works kind of more like a makeup remover. It's kind of got a sort of like greasy texture, and I think you put it on and then you wipe it off, or you can rinse it off. I feel like it doesn't cleanse that much. I think it's very gentle, and again, it works better as more of like a makeup remover, not so much as a cleanser. But I just want to say something about Shiseido. I used to really love their products. Like back in the 90s, I swore by it. I used to buy it all the time. It was incredibly expensive back then. It's incredibly expensive now. It is a good brand, but I do feel like there are more indie brands that are kind of really kicking butt in the skincare and beauty area. And so I feel like brands like Shiseido that have been around a long time aren't really, I think, keeping up with the trends and what people want. And I really do feel like there's a lot of indie brands out there, like Tatcha, came out of nowhere, and a bunch of other brands that are really good as far as like product offerings and just quality, even price point. So in general, I think Shiseido is a good brand, but I am probably not going to buy it anymore. I think it's just too expensive, and to be honest, I don't think it's as great as it once was or compared to what's out there now. So again, those are just my thoughts. Feel free to disagree with me. If this works well for you, by all means use it, but I feel like it's just not strong enough, and I just feel it's not as effective enough, and it is really just incredibly expensive, so that's why I will probably not be buying it that much. Kind of along those lines, Estee Lauder. I'm sure a lot of you see a lot of Estee Lauder products in the stores. Estee Lauder is an established brand. It's such a huge brand that's been around a long time. It's actually bought a lot of other brands. Like it bought Too Faced like a few years ago. I think Estee Lauder also owns MAC Cosmetics, and it owns a bunch of other Bobbi Brown, I think. It's been around a long time. It's been like decades and generations have been using Estee Lauder products. And again, back in the 90s, I used to swear by this and buy this stuff all the time. I used to love their night repair serums. It was incredibly expensive back then. It still is. But again, I feel like these indie brands that are coming up are just doing a lot, a better job of offering us new and improved and just innovative products, and the price points are a lot better. And the quality too. So, but that said, I did try this Estee Lauder Crescent White. This is the cooling sorbet pack. You get 8 pods, and basically it's just a moisturizer. This retails for $95. It comes in this neat little tray with 8 pods. I've already used 2 of them, and the pods look like this. And I showed this before in a haul. I actually really like this stuff. I am so glad I tried this. I was lucky enough that I found it for $15 at TJ Maxx. Again, this was a retail of $95. You basically, after you clean your skin, you put on this cooling sorbet moisturizer. It comes with a lot of product in each pod. So just if you're trying to save, or actually there's 2 of you, this is enough for 2 people. You can maybe just use half of it and put the other half like in the fridge or something and use it for, the next time. This is so much. I actually, the first time I used it, it was enough for me to put all over my face, my neck, my décolleté, my arms, and some on my legs. That's how much comes in this little pod. So it's your money's worth. And I guess for people who paid full price, like $95, I guess that's not bad, because this is actually quite a lot of product. I love the smell of it. I love the texture, and I really loved how it makes my skin feel after I use it. So this I love, and if I find more of them in the stores, I will definitely buy that. I can't afford to pay $95 for it, so hopefully if I can find it TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I will buy more of these. So love that. Another thing I've tried, Elizabeth Arden. This is another brand that you probably see a lot of in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Basically, a lot of the reviews say that it's okay. It's not great. It may not necessarily do everything it promises, but it's okay. I kind of feel the same way about Clinique. I feel like Clinique it's a good brand, but it's not great. It's okay. So again, Elizabeth Arden is pretty expensive. If it's sold in department stores. It's very expensive, but it is sold a lot in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So if you can find it and you're curious, you should definitely try it. But this is the refining toner lotion that I used, and to be honest, it's completely empty. I used the whole bottle. I don't know if it really worked as a toner for me. So it was okay. I think I only paid like $4.50 for it, so I'm not mad. But just so you know, I just don't think it's great. I think there are other toners out there that are more effective. But I guess if you're paying $4.50, you really can't ask too much for product. So there's that. Another brand you might see a lot of there is this Borghese. I bought this this mini set. This was one of the holiday sets back in December. I found it on clearance for $15. My kit came with all this stuff. It came with the pack mud, the compression eye pads, eye cream, and SPF cream. I love this. I was kind of skeptical about what I would think of this, and now I wish I bought more because it actually went down to $10, but now they're all gone. But I'm glad I got to try it once, and if I find it again, I will definitely buy more of these. This mud pack is awesome. It was enough for one shower with me. The only thing I love, you put it basically after you shower, you put this like all over your skin and your face, and you just kind of sit for about 10 minutes, and then you rinse off the mud. I really liked it. It is a little bit messy. So when you shower, just know that, when you touch everything is muddy, but I really loved it. I think it really made my skin feel really soft, and I wish I had more of this. All the other products are pretty good. The compression eye pads, I use those at night before I go to bed, and it works pretty quickly, and it does relax my eyes. And I use the eye cream, and I use the SPF. I put that in my gym bag, so after I work out, I just kind of put it on my face, so I've got SPF for the rest of the day. So I really love that I bought this. I think it was totally worth it. Even I think it was in the stores for $27.99. I would have paid that for this. It was worth it. So I think Borghese is a really good product. So there's that. Next, another thing, and I mentioned this before, I really love these Karuta masks. I was lucky that I found in clearance for $8. You get 4 masks. Of all the masks I bought there, these are the best. So I really do think they're worth the extra money. If I find more, I will definitely buy more of these. So there's that. Another brand you might see a lot of is the My Magic Mud charcoal toothpaste. A couple of you asked me if I think this works. I think it does. I think after repeated use, this actually does whiten your teeth. So the only thing is you have to kind of do it regularly. I sometimes get lazy and don't use it every day, but I think it does work. It does make a difference rather than just using regular toothpaste. So try it definitely. And I think I got this for, I don't know, $6 or $8 in the store. Another product you probably see a lot, Perricone MD. As you can tell from my hauls, I've been buying a lot of this stuff. This stuff is incredibly expensive. Perricone MD is a very high-end, very expensive brand that you can buy at like Neiman Marcus and I think Sephora. So these pads I think were like $60, and I think I got them in clearance for $15. And I think I mentioned this before, the Perricone brand is, to me, it's okay. I think it's very expensive, but I don't think it's as strong as some of the other brands. Alginus, for example, I think is a really good brand. I think Rodial is another really good brand. And Touch is a good brand. So I feel like Perricone is not as effective as those other ones, and they're I think a little bit more than those brands even. So again, if you're just curious to try this and you find it in your stores, try it. But I just don't think it's really worth the money. I feel like you could just buy other products that are better than this. But I do like these pads. Of all the products, I've tried the serums, I've tried the creams, the day creams, and I think of all the products, this one I think really does work. I really do like the pads. They have sort of this like pepperminty like feel once you put it all over your face, and I like to, you're supposed to rub it on your face after you've cleaned it, and then like press in the areas that you want to be firmed, and you get this like real clean, like firming, like minty feel after you use this. It's really refreshing. So I'm glad I bought these. This is probably the one product of theirs that I will rebuy again if I could find it. So there's that. Lastly, of the skincare, or actually this is more hair care. I hauled this a while ago. This is the Rita Hazan Weekly Rowdy Treatments. It comes in these 2 little tubs like this. This is, the first part and the second part. The first part is the step 1 is a treatment, and then the second part is a sealing treatment. So basically what you do is after you wash your hair, you do step 1, you just kind of lather it through your hair, work it through all your hair, and then you rinse it off right away. And then you do the same thing with step 2, which is the sealing agent. You basically work it through your hair, and then rinse it off right away. This really makes my hair like so soft, especially because it's been so hot and humid here. I think that my hair like texture has improved a lot since I used this, and I am so glad I found it. I think it retails for like $40 or something, and I found it on clearance for $6. And I'm looking for more of this stuff in the stores. Like I want to stock up. I love this stuff so much. You do about once a week. I'm doing it twice a week. But I really do like this stuff. So if you guys ever find this, I highly recommend you try it as well. That's about what I've got for review this week as far as skincare. As far as makeup, I'm actually wearing the Kat Von D Interstellar palette. I actually like it. I know there's a lot of like stories going on what people think of the palette. A lot of people are saying like, oh, it's the colors are too powdery, or they're expired in the stores. But to be honest, it is powdery, but I think it goes on really well, and I don't know how old it is, but I think it still works really great as far as the palette. Now, like I said before, I think powders last pretty much forever as long as you keep it in a cool, dry place. So that's my thoughts on the Interstellar palette. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really pigmented. I think it blends really well. I think Kat Von D does really, a great job with her makeup. Everyone knows that, regardless of what you think of her politically. I think she makes great products. So that's what I think of the Interstellar palette. I wear it. It kind of reminds me of Maleficent because the colors are so like purple and black and dark. So, I really like, I love it. It's like I don't have a whole lot of purples in my collection, so I'm glad I picked that up. And I'm also wearing the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Malibu. So like I said, my haul for the Kylie Cosmetics. It was my first purchase from her. I like it. This is the liquid lipstick. It's a lot watery than I thought it would be, but it goes on really easily. It does feel a little dry, but again, I guess it's supposed to. It's not coming off though, which I guess is the point of a liquid lipstick. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the products this week. Or this month or whatever. I'm going to try to do more, but it takes me a while to use them so I can give you like a more effective review. But anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions, if there's anything in particular you guys want me to review. Let me know what you guys have tried and what works for you. I'd love to hear about that in the comments, and thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.